Friends, thank you for standing in the gap. Watchmen on the walls. It has been an intense 12 hours. Any minute now, some of these loud explosions are going to stop, supposedly, if the ceasefire does come happen. And so I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but I just wanted to fill you in and thank you for praying. It was a very daring last-minute mission I was on. I mean, you got to picture this: explosions, tanks, Shawaz bombs, fallen missiles from the enemy. You know, you can even have shrapinal that triggers some other explosions. You could even have, with such an amount of movement of troops and tanks, people can get run over, people can get shot by accident. And, you know, we got grenades going, and the Vulcan gun can shoot like 6,000 rounds a minute. Eardrums can rupture. I'm, of course, on the MAG, on the that heavy machine gun with the 7.62 millimeter bullets, and overheating can happen. So it was wild. A bunch of people almost died, but we're actually all okay. The mission was to get some last-minute, high-profile hostages, living or dead, and you know the story of Gilad Shalit, how he was released eventually, but he was pulled into a tunnel, right? Everybody knows everybody in Israel. And so people know the name Gilad Shalit. And so my brother, I think, knew him personally. And what happens is also Golden, right, was at the very same time, Hadar Golden was taken into a tunnel, that very same tunnel. Anyway, long story short, also Staff Sergeant Oron Shaul, but that was in a different part. So I was in the south, and other teams were in Sajaiya area, where, you know, an anti-tank missile, like an RPG, hits its personnel carrier in 2014, and then which carried 7 soldiers. A bunch of them died, and they said that they captured him, and they showed Hamas showed some evidence, like his photo ID, and his family was praying and believing he'd be rescued. He's been rescued last night. Dead, but his body will be buried, and so right now, I believe, is when the ceasefire is 8:30. Ceasefire is supposed to be entering in right now, and we'll see what's going to happen with all this. But I'm okay, and I just want to thank everybody for praying. And it was super intense, and more news on the mission details. But I'm okay. God bless you. Thank you for praying.